Good morning. Good morning, leaders. Good morning, all participants. Good morning, partners. Welcome to CIEG Sunday Night Live. This edition is the part 2 of what we had last week, the psychology of business. It promises to be an explosive session. And the video we watch is just to kind of remind ourselves what we are in for, even as a salary earner. Welcome, everybody. So today we've got Gilbert Ute back to us to give us the part 2 of what we started last week. It was too loaded for us to just contain in one episode. So we decided to bring him back from his tight schedule, and he actually agreed to us to do that. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for Mr. Gilbert Ute for doing this again. So I will introduce him now by playing his video profile.
Introducing Mr. Gilbert Ute. Mr. Gilbert Ute is an ICT professional and management consultant with over 20 years of service experience in oil and gas, banks, and telecommunication sectors of the economy, covering engineering, sales, and marketing and business development. He is a graduate of electrical engineering from the University of Lagos and has an MBA. He has attended various management courses home and abroad and is an alumnus of Lagos Business School, now Pan-African University. His passion is in the area of entrepreneurship, strategy, management consulting, critical thinking, and decision making. He is presently the CEO of Vanweight Nigeria Limited and a network marketing partner with the Longreach Bioscience International. He is happily married to Reverend Mrs. Oluwayomi Ute, his beautiful wife of 27 years and blessed with Lady Jessica. Let's make a resounding welcome to Mr. Gilbert Ute.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, let me take off from where the video stopped. In my former life, I worked in one of the biggest oil companies in the world. And at a point, a particular day came and my boss, the departmental boss, assigned our jobs to us. And by the time we finished, while we were working, the man came and said, "Hey guys, I need to go downstairs and see the medic." That is, he wanted to go and see the doctor downstairs. So he went downstairs to see the doctors because the clinic was downstairs. So this man, like I was saying, my boss went downstairs to see the doctor. He was well to everybody looking at him. And that was around 11. We went for break, came back about 1 o'clock, only to see the matron coming upstairs to see the overall boss. And what was the news? Our boss was dead. How? We were with him a few hours ago. There was nothing wrong with him. Long and short story of the story was that he was dead and gone. What happened at the end of the day? His entitlements were paid to his next of kin, and that was it. Now, for such a person at such a very high position, what do you think the family will go through when they've exhausted his entitlements? Since there's no other major income coming on. I've said this story to let us know that we need to plan for rainy days. We need to plan for rainy days. So let me go into my presentation proper. Okay, so last week, we talked about the psychology of business. And this is part 2. So I want to be looking at a few things within the short time I have. I'm sure I have less than 30 minutes today. So what is driving you when you wake up in the morning? What is driving you when you wake up in the morning? What is your why? What are you willing to give your last strength to so that you do not suffer in the evening of your days? How do you intend to achieve that why? What vehicle do you intend to use to get to that, your purpose? Which avenue are you going to drive? What do you desire in the latter days of your life when you don't have all the strength of your youth again? That should set you thinking. And I'm sure for most of us, that is why we are doing this business that we have found ourselves in. And so if you are here, you should know that desire is a starting point of all achievements. Not hope, not a wish, but the keen pulsating desire to transcend every other thing so that you can achieve your purpose. And once you've done that, like I said last week, you cannot be richer than your employer. That is why a lot of us became entrepreneurs. And as an entrepreneur, this should be your total being. If you look at this picture that I've in this presentation, your brain should be full of ideas. Your eyes should be looking for opportunities. Your mouth should be sharing your vision. Your ears should be listening for feedback. Your stomach is full of, trust. And your heart is full of passion and desire. This is the way an entrepreneur is packaged. If any of this is not describing you, then you need to re-engineer and rewire yourself. You need to do that. Because why? The difference between the rich and the poor is just a few things. Number one of them is mindset. An entrepreneur is thinking growth, growth, growth. An average man, his mindset is fixed. I want you to think of 5 billionaires in this country and tell me which of them is not selling something. Every rich man, every rich woman is selling something. So what is your excuse? What are you selling? How a millionaire would think of in this way, how can I provide value? An average man would think to himself, I just want to make money. Okay, if I give you $1 million today, what will you do with the $1 million? I'll buy a new car, I'll buy a new house, I'll eat well. Maybe that's all. So even if you win a jackpot and you win a lottery, it's just a matter of a few months, you blow the whole money because you do not have a purpose. You're not solving anybody's problem. You just want to make that money all for yourself and yourself alone. That is the definition of selfishness. A millionaire will think of, what problem am I solving? A millionaire does not stop learning. He's always looking for the newest information. And he's always working towards his purpose. But the average man, all he just wants to do is get money and get more money and live large, adding no value to anybody. And at the end of the day, he's as poor as a church rat because his mind is fixed. Now, last week I talked a lot about this value. What is value? Value is created around 3 things. You create something, you capture it, and you deliver it. Now, I'm sure somebody will be asking me, you said last week that we should not, our products and services is not our business. It is the value that we sell. What is this value? I will, before I go too deep into value, let me tell you the story of that I heard from SD3 Imai Duru. It defines this concept of value, selling value. SD3 Emmanuel Duru told us a story some time ago. He said one of his downlines invited him to go with her to see an uncle of hers, who was a very wealthy man, who this lady wanted to sign up into the Longreach platform. So they got there. And as they sat down, the man hosted them. SD3 was chit-chatting with the man back and forth and all that. And time was going. And yet SD was not talking about Longreach. So this lady was pinching SD. Why are you not pitching the business to him? Then at the point, the man excused himself to go use the bathroom. And the lady was like, SD, you're not talking to this man about this business. This man, he has money. Let him sign up. He will make a lot of money. And SD asked her a question. When you entered into this compound, did you see any Tokumbo car here? Did the man tell you he's hungry? By the time the man came back, and the first thing he said was a challenge he was having, a health challenge. And SD said, I may be able to help you. I have this product that I think will help you. And lucky enough, I have a pack of it here. Maybe you should use this. This is the product. You try it for a month and let me know how far it goes. The man tried that product for 1 month. It worked for him. He called SD and said, hey, SD, how do I get more of this product? SD said to him, well, I can sign you up as a distributor. You get it directly from the company. And, do I get it from the company? How do I? At that point, he now pitched the business to him. The man signed, he has a big factory. He signed every member of his staff under him. That is selling value. So what is value? Value is the worth in usefulness or importance to the possessor. What is important to him or her? A set of concepts that determines the intrinsic value of a thing or worth of a thing. And so when you are selling the value to somebody, you must understand whatever you are selling, number one. You cannot just go blind. You must understand the business. You must know how to pitch to the business. You're not just going there to harass the person and say, sign. No. You don't do that. That's not value. You must know how to communicate value to that person. So in doing that, let me give you a few tips how you can engage people with value. First of all, know your prospects. Know your prospects. Profile your prospects. Know their market, such that you are not thrown a curveball. What I mean is that they ask you a question and you are blank. Yes, it may happen that you don't have all the information, but not just every, you just don't drop blank on every question that they ask you. Know your market. You are not sent to everybody. Look for the right people who are looking for your solutions, who are looking for your products. And when you do find them, first of all, make a connection. What do I mean? Build relationship. Now, when SD was talking about sports and politics with this other man that I was talking about earlier on, what do you think he was doing? He was building a bridge. He was making a connection, building a relationship, such that a month or two after, the man was able to trust him with a bigger sign-up. Listen. Don't be too quick to talk. Listen to your prospects. Listen and understand where they are coming from. What is that thing of intrinsic value to them? Some are not just looking for money. Some just want something that will address their health conditions. But you are talking about money. You have lost them. If you are working with a team, let your team have the same connection to you. And that's why we are having these CIG trainings every week, so that everybody in the team is thinking the same way. We are focused in the same direction. We are doing the same thing. We are It's in this group that I heard the phrase, let us show you where the stones are placed in the water so that you can walk on water. That is how a team is raised. And that's why they're putting all these things together so that everybody in the team is aligned in the same direction. Drive your prospects towards success. Be authentic to them and build trust. Last week, I also touched about leverage a bit. There is nobody who is successful in life all by himself. Everybody needs people to succeed. Everybody needs people to succeed. Have you ever wondered what is the business of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki? This quote is from him. Change your focus from making money to serving more people. Serving more people makes the money come in. Money is not the first focus. Serving is the first focus. And the more people you serve, the more money you, at the end of the day, will be making. There is nothing simpler than that. And I put it this way. Leverage is maximizing your results in the minimum amount of time. Leverage is maximizing your results in the minimum amount of time. Simply because you are servicing so many people. So many people. And so, how do you maximize leverage? Let me discuss different types of leverage. Different types of leverage. Other people's knowledge. I've just shared an experience with you that the SD3 Emmanuel Eduru related with us. I have tapped from that knowledge. I've tapped from that experience. You engage people and you learn from their ideas. You see them do things and you go try the same thing because you are part of this team and you succeed in that area as well. Other people's success is a leverage. We are all enjoying the success of SD3 Emmanuel Eduru here today. And we are also enjoying the learning points from his failures in the past. Oh, you think it's not part of his growth? It is part of his growth. So some of the failures you will have encountered today, you are not going through them because you have learned from him. Other people's credibility. You have a challenge with management of the company. And you go to the office and said, I am from CIG. I am under SD3 Emmanuel Eduru. You are working on his credibility. You are enjoying his credibility. Other people's association. Somebody said, show me 5 of your friends and I'll tell you who you are. You are the sum total of the 5 people you associate with. Who are you associating with? Are you learning from them? What gain does that association bring to you? Other people's money. Yes, you can use other people's money to grow your business. You can also use other people's time to grow your business. Now, growth doesn't come in a single action. Growth is a consequence of the persistence, courage, and hard work. There is no overnight victory or growth or success. You grow into it. The journey to the top is not a straight ladder. It is full of bends and all sorts. And it is not an accident. You don't just stumble into success or wealth. You work for it. You slave for it. This is the kind of road that leads to success. Number 1, it starts with your commitment to start. And not just start, to continue in spite of all the challenges. With a resolve that, look, listen, no matter the challenges, I will finish this race. Why? Because in this race, change is a constant. Obstacles will come. Pitfalls will come on your way. You will fall, you stumble, you make mistakes, but you keep going, believing that your goal is a certainty that must be achieved. And so, in doing so, you tell yourself, the best preparation for the success of tomorrow that I'm working for is doing my best today. I leave you with this as I begin to round up. A winner will say to himself, it may be difficult, but it is possible. Experiment with new ways and technology are things we need to explore now. Zoom we were not using Zoom years ago, but pandemic has brought Zoom to us. Now the creators of Zoom are smiling to the bank. Without Zoom, this meeting will not be holding. If you are an entrepreneur, watch your numbers. Otherwise, you'll make a lot of losses if you're not watching your numbers. Always be positive. Always see possibilities. Always strive to make it happen. Don't be like the loser that is always seeing difficulties, who is always giving up at every challenge. No, you cannot achieve your results by giving up. Learn to suffer challenges, problems, and see beyond them, that these are just temporary things. They cannot hold me down. I like this quote very much, and I posted it on Facebook sometime last year. It's by Winston Churchill. He says, success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Wow. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Meaning, no matter the challenge that befalls you, no matter the difficult situations that you are encountering on a daily basis, you are so fixated on your goal of attaining a certain, say SD for instance, that they just become temporary dust on your body that you just wave off until you get there, not affecting your zeal to achieve where you are going. And I close with this. You are stronger, smarter, and more resilient than you think you are. You are capable of achieving more than you believe. You are meant for greatness, like all of those who have achieved it. But it takes persistence, determination, facing your fears and doing what it takes, which is hard and necessary. Instead of what is quick and easy. It takes keeping the mythical shortcuts and using your imagination as a roadmap and preview of life's coming attraction. God bless you. I'm open to questions. Sorry for taking your time.
Wow. 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 What a night. It looks so short, but these are loaded nuggets. Thank you so much, sir. The chat is popping up. Well, I think I just need to unmute everybody, because if this were to be a physical meeting, we know how the row could be. So I'll ask everyone to unmute to appreciate our speaker.
Wonderful session.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such a
Wow.
great.
Thank you so much, Daddy.
Loaded.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Wow. You added.
Thank you, sir.
You
All the best.
really make a good speaker.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That
Thank
was
you very
great.
much, sir.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Wow. You can see the feeling. In fact, I'm getting hit up where I am now. I'm getting really. This is just powerful. Thank God you agreed to come and do the part 2 of this. We could have missed all this, sir. Wow. Of a truth, I'm not kidding here. I'm just kind of, because now let me just try to remind everyone on this platform. If you are yet to subscribe to Longbridge CIG on YouTube, go to YouTube, subscribe, click on the like button and click on the notification button, because you did not hear anything. You did not hear it all. so that you can, because I was trying to put up my notes and all that. I couldn't catch up. I said, this guy is too fast now. So I just had to go back to get my nuggets correct. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilbert, for doing this again. We know this involves a lot of dollars to have given you, but we don't have to give you, but you have done it with whole hearts for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We're going to ask you a few questions. Now, a question has been asked that if you are faced with price challenge, how will you navigate your way? Now, Mr. Gilbert wants to tell us a story, so let's hear him.
I used to work for, I worked in different places, and one of the things that we were doing back then with the banks and the telecoms companies was we were selling products to them for their data centers. And if we go to a big bank or one of these telecommunication companies, one thing we were doing for them was this: to get our foot in the door. That's what we call proof of concepts. We'll give them the product and say, this product, which is in the story I told you about what SD3 did, this product will work well for you. It has so many benefits, but if you don't try it, you won't understand. So I'm giving you this product for 6 months. Plug it into your data center, use it for 6 months, then let us have a discussion. Everywhere we did that, none of them returned the product. When we return to discuss, we're negotiating how to sell, how much we are selling. And at that point, we will not sell at the price we want to give them again. We will top it because we know that you've enjoyed the value. So it will not come cheap again. We will add money to it. That is value.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me ask one or two questions now. Now, you're talking about know your prospects. Now, this what I want to ask this way. I don't actually know how to phrase the question, but how do you want to play with your audience and in knowing them well to actually hit them below the belt, as it were? So how do you play with your audience? How do you know? Do you try to look for their weak points? Do you not try to know for what they need so that you can hit them with your value?
No, sir. When you engage somebody, you're not looking for loopholes. You're looking for connection. You're looking for him to trust you. You're looking for him, you are engaging him for him to believe in you. You are engaging him for him to lower his guard so that he can be friendly with you. You are not selling any product or any service to him. You only want to be his or her friend, a trusted partner. When that trust and that relationship is achieved, and it doesn't take much, you can just be discussing the soccer game of yesterday with a new prospect, just like the SD was doing in the story I told you about. But you are not fixated on the soccer story you are talking about. You are bringing him out into his comfort zone. Because when you get to his house or his office the first time, he has created a barrier. This man is coming to sell to me, or this woman is coming to sell to me. So you relax him. How do you do, sir? My name is Gilbert Ute. It's a pleasure meeting you. I have been wanting to meet you. I've heard so much about you, and just meeting you today, in fact, it's just the tip of the iceberg that I'm just saying. That is an opening. He will ask you a question immediately. What is the question he will ask you? What have you heard about me? Oh, all things good and wonderful, sir. Now this discussion is getting longer. So you are breaking down his defenses gradually, gradually. You don't go and say, I want to sell pie cup. Who does that? Are you a hustler? So you break down his defenses. The man relaxes. Okay, I can chill with this person. And while you are chilling, you are understanding him. You are not carried away with the stories you are telling. You are getting to know him on one-on-one basis. Sir, you guys are doing a great job here in this office of. In fact, I read a bit about your, and don't go to somebody you've not profiled. I see what great work you are doing here. Commend his work. How are you doing it? How are you achieving all these successes? It will give you information that will help you to pitch your products or your services.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, we got the 3SD here. Imma Eduro is the author of the book Made in Warri and the founder of Emmanuel Eduro Foundation. He's just going to make reactions on few things, particularly when you have the question that was raised, that when you have price challenge, how do you navigate your way? Over to you, boss.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Good morning this evening. And I want to appreciate our speaker who took out time, sacrificed 2 Sundays for the entire team. This is a huge one. This is big. This is massive. And only those who know what it means to get knowledge will always do well in this business. Knowledge is the greatest grand weapon you need in this business, because this is a business we fight ignorance on a daily basis. And without knowledge, you cannot counter ignorance. So many people today, they don't know why they are in this business. And because they don't know why they're in this business, they don't see the need for them to come for training. So people think coming for training is for giveaways. You know, if I announce today that 100 persons will get 5,000 naira each for Valentine, I can assure you we will max this meeting twice, you know. So, but that is just it. Many are called, few are choosing. If riches were to be horses, beggars will ride, you know. So it is not easy to be wealthy. It is not easy to be rich. So definitely everybody should not understand the formula to get rich. Now, it's quite interesting for people to talk about price. When you have issue of pricing, you need to change strategy. There is something going on. You know, my life is used to confronting the storm. It's not today I've been seeing storm. And it's not today I've been confronting storm. It's not today I've been overcoming storm. You could see a whole lot there in the book. What is in the book is not up to 50% of what I've gone through in life. You know, so now what am I saying? You don't use one gear to drive from Lagos to Benin, because you have entered express. So you just drive with JA4 till you get to Benin from Lagos. It is not so. At every point in time, you are changing. It will get to a stage, you will put it in packing. It will get to a stage, you put it in 1, 2, 3, back to 4 again. That is how it is in our business. You don't sit on one strategy. What remains constant is the goal. But the strategies do change from time to time. And this is where people miss it. You must always know strategies are not permanent. It is the goal that is permanent, because the goal is tied to your dream. So what you need to understand is when you have issues of pricing, I will say something, I will illustrate a story before I answer it directly. When I was selling recharge card, I was a sub-trade partner. Sub-trade partner means I am not just a dealer, but next to the direct dealers of the telcos. So we buy in bulk and we sell to people who sell to people that are doing this umbrella thing. We can still, people also, and the umbrella people still assess us sometimes. Now, I had a church member, a young girl who lives in Tejosho, just close to Yaba there. She sells under umbrella. But I discovered that she does not sell within Ojuelegba axis, barracks, stadium, Yaba, Tejosho. She does it, and there is a market there. What she did was to go to front of Park View Estate to get a point there. That is where she sells her card. She started coming to buy from me when she knew I was selling in the church. The first day she came, she bought card about 50-something thousand naira. So she kept coming every day. Sometimes she will be telling me, oh, her card is not enough. I say, what is your problem? I say, she doesn't have enough capital. I say, okay. Say how much cards that will be okay for you for the day. Now, why our own card is, capital intensive is, she sells more of 1,015. 1,015. Now, she makes more profit when she sells that. But the people in Surulere, the highest you see them buying most times from us is 400 naira, 100, 200. And that one, the profit is like 1 kobo, or I don't know what to say, 10 kobo. Very minimal. They don't make much, but they can sell fast. But this girl, she will sell every day. She makes 20-something thousand, 30-something thousand naira for card. Now, what is the difference between her and her colleagues in Surulere, Yaba, and Tejosho Stadium? Let's say mainland. She pitched the customers she wants. She went to where what she sells will have value to the buyer. She changed location. She was never staying in Ikoyi. She goes there early morning and comes back in the evening. But she built a customer base in Ikoyi. And this led her to become a big time in the business, making real profit, because sometimes I give her a card worth 300,000, sell and bring money, and she was in business. Meanwhile, her mates in the mainland, they were still struggling. From there, she bought a land selling recharge cards. She bought a land in this Lagos. Why am I saying this? Let me come back to our Long Bridge business. It will be an error for me to take the Long Bridge toothpaste to people who cannot even afford toothpaste of 100 naira to come and buy. Then when they say they cannot afford it, I will not say it is too expensive. It's not true. Change your customers. Change the people you present. You don't give gold to somebody that does not know the value. He will trample upon it. Gold is given to somebody who knows the value of gold. The moment I knew that prices were going up, I changed the people I approached. Because people use toothpaste. I have gone to supermarket. I saw toothpaste that is more expensive than the Long Bridge toothpaste. I don't want to mention names. Far more expensive than the Long Bridge toothpaste. And people were buying. Let me give you a tip. Let me just open up. I deliberately went to a big shopping mall once, and I went to where they were selling toothpaste, and I stood there waiting for people to come and buy toothpaste. I was just going around that area. The few people that came there, I was telling them a toothpaste that is better than all the toothpaste in that place. And from there, I gave them my card. Another story. Somebody, this one happened when we just joined the business. There is a man in my tool that is always singing with microphone. He has this medicine for tooth. A woman drove very close to that place, looking at all those coming to buy something from that man. The moment they leave the man, she approaches them. I have a toothpaste that will take care of all this without any problem. This is my card. When people have problems, they are not looking for price, they are looking for solution. Longreach has varieties of products. Which products will you want to master and begin to sell value? That is why those products with demo, don't joke with them. You can do demo with the toothpaste. You can do demo with the sanitary. You can do demo with the pie cup. You can do demo with the shoe. So look for the product you know you can sell, and please go and look for people who can afford it. Not everybody can afford a premium product. I stop here. Today is not my day. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And for our business is going through what is called overhauling. A lot of people will fall off the plane. I am sorry to say this. A lot of people will fall off. The only way you can survive this storm is to hold on to the knowledge you have been taught and focus on your goal. Just strategies have to change. Focus on the goal is permanent. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Once again, I want to thank you, Elder Gilbert Otey, for actually doing this with your whole heart. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. And we know that maybe in no distant time before the year runs out, we are coming back. We are coming back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You want to say any last words, sir?
Go and succeed. Have a good night.
Sir. Thank you, sir. So we're going to come on with the business plan, and that one will be done in just a short time. It will be taken by Amebio Diamond's leader, Ubong Ibiok. We call her Yubi. She's a regular trainer. She's a stockist in Mende, Maryland, in Lagos, and she has teams around the world. She looks quiet, she's gentle, but her presentations are powerful. Welcome, boss.
Good morning, boss.
All right, I'll share screen for you. Yeah, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ASD. Thank you for having me. Now, in every company, we are quickly going to go through our compensation plan now. Every company has its mode or ways of compensating her partners, and Longreach has 10 ways of compensating her partners as well. We have retail profit, retail order, fast reach bonus, we have the performance bonus, we have the repeat order bonus, travel bonus, car bonus, development bonus, leadership bonus, and the educational scholarship. All these are ways of earning Longreach. So there are all 10 ways of earning, different ways of earning in Longreach. Not like other companies that will have 1 or 2. We have 10 ways of earning in Longreach, and we have different levels of entry in Longreach as well. You're coming in as a Q, as a 60 PV, coming in as silver, 20 PV, coming in as gold, as a 240 PV, platinum is 720 PV, and platinum VIP is 1,680 PVs. We also have the starter combo and stock PV as well. This may differ in the currencies in other countries. In Nigeria, we have 45,000 for silver. Silver is 9,000, 1,000 for gold, 500,000 for platinum, and 1.2 million for platinum VIP. In other countries, the currency is different, the amount of entry level is different as well. So you may wonder, how do you come on the platform? For the starter cohort, that is 4 PV, that's 14,000. Products already selected for you. You don't have to say products already packed for you. But you are at liberty to choose your products if you come in with a Q Silver, which is 60 PV. You can combine calcium and soap to give you that PV. All the products in Longreach have their different PVs attached to it. So it all depends on the entry level that you're coming in. If you're coming in with silver, you can make 50 PVs and you add 3 pairs. That would be 60.5 and silver. And then you go on to another level, silver. It all depends on what product you want. Now we have design structure. Longreach says, use the product, be a product user, introduce 3 people, just 3 people. Well, once you introduce your 3 people, make sure you ask your 3 people to duplicate, introduce their own 3 people. Now, it's amazing that you join Longreach and you ask, will you, for me, because I hear people say that, will you register under me? And I wonder, if I have to register people under you, how many people will I register under the other ones I have been able to introduce? You have your phones, you have your contacts, you have a lot of people around, family, friends, social media. You have so many people you can introduce to the platform. So 3 people shouldn't be a tough one for you. When you come in, introduce your first 3, teach them to introduce this product or this business to their own 3 people, and then you have it, you're ready that you do so. Boss, the next slide, please. We have Longreach in different countries. We have, this is the compensation plan for entry level for the Nigerian system. Maximum of 3 days, like I said, no time frame, no pressure. I know that in other networks, you must do a certain PV in a month before you can earn. Longreach says there's no time frame, there's no pressure on you. You work at your pace, grow at your own pace. Now, when at your own pace, you don't come in and register with silver and go and sleep. You don't come in and register with a VIP and go and sleep. You must put in effort, you must do the work, and then you grow in your business. We have Longreach in Kenya, we have in Ghana, Cameroon, we have in Liberia. All of them have the same entry level. It's just the currency that differs. So once you meet a prospect who is in Ghana, your prospect is supposed to pick the product he or she wants. You calculate your PV and you calculate the currency. Now in Longreach, Nigeria, you might see a 60 PV with 45,000, another 60 PV with 50,000. It all depends on the product that you select. So if you are here tonight and you've not yet registered, you've not yet come on board, please do so, and you will never, never regret it. Thank you very much, Boss Seton.
Thank you so much. Ever ready for us. Thank you so much. Now, let me just ask you something funny. It's not really funny, but it's the actual fact. I've heard you said in one of the trainings that you did, you've done 4 networks, 4 network marketing. So my question is, why do you remain with Longreach?
Okay, fantastic. Why I am still in Longreach is because, okay, for the other networks that I have done, I said it one time, nobody pays you. You have to find your upline to ask your upline if you deserve to be paid or if you have a bonus for that month. For Longreach, you just see your alert in your bank account, straight to your account. You don't need to ask anybody for your bonus. Another one, I had to wait for products to come in from US. I have to pay DHL extra funds when the product arrived my house or my office. So instead of me having to keep paying for products to come to me, why not just do my Longreach business? Longreach takes care of the logistics and I go and pick my products. Another one is, if you qualify, it will take ages because there are other people who qualified and weren't able to travel, their money weren't given to them. So if you qualify and join them, you keep waiting, you're still on the queue. And at the end of the day, you might not travel. But it doesn't happen here in Longreach. You qualify, you travel. You don't travel, you collect your money. So Long Reach for me has been the best of all the networks that I've done.
Thank you so much. And we believe that the romance with Long Reach will not end here. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at some other time. Thank you so much, Yubi. Wow.
You're welcome.
Okay, we come to the end of tonight's CIG Sunday Night Live. It's been an awesome session. Thank you to Mr. Gilbert Otey and Obong Ibiok, and to 3-star director. Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you for all those who logged in. Thank you for adding value to it, and for those keyboard warriors giving us nuggets as those presentations were coming out. We say a big thank you. Go to YouTube, Long Reach CIG, subscribe, click on the notification button and get notified whenever we upload our videos. There are loads of knowledge there for you to get. Thank you so much. And on a last note, if you are yet to get the book Made in Warri, written by Emmanuel Eduru, I advise that you do. And if you are doing that, it's not to enrich him. The book is mainly for the widows and for the orphans that are vulnerable, and it's for their educational scholarship. So buying one book, you are adding value to others. Thank you. God bless you. Join us again next week. And we also have CIG Midweek Product Expose. You don't want to miss that as well. Have a good night, everyone.